In this video, we will discuss about the basic introduction of operational amplifier. If we see that the operational amplifier is an ideal operational amplifier, then we need to know that the ideal operational amplifier is high gain, wideband, DC amplifier with high noise rejection ability. It also has a certain symbol which we can see that it has positive power supply, negative power supply, output, one pin and two non-inverting and inverting pins. Total it has 8 pins like you can see here. So a short device, it's a 741 and it has 8 pins where the pin number 8 is not used, while the pin number 2 and 3 are used as inputs and the pin number 6 is used as a output. If we see that it has 2 inputs, the one is the inverting input. So if we look at the diagram of the inverting input, so if we apply a sinusoidal signal at the inverting input, the negative sign, so which is known as inverting input, we see that the output is amplified. We will see that the output is amplified and the phase is shifted. Like if you see that this part is shifted on the other side, 180-degree phase shift. The second is the non-inverting. The positive symbol shows that this op-amp is known as non-inverting. So it will not invert the phase of the signal, it will only amplify the signal. If we look at the equivalent circuits, the equivalent circuit looks like this. Inverting inputs, non-inverting inputs, they are both connected with an resistance which is known as input impedance, the positive power supply, negative power supply, and the output is connected with the output resistance and is connected to the load which is known as a load resistance. And it has a certain amplified gain which is multiplied with the VD, and VD is basically the voltage difference between the two input terminals. Like you can write the equation of the output voltage which is equals to AOL multiplied by VD. AOL is the open loop gain and VD is the voltage difference. So you can rearrange this equation in this format, and the open loop gain is the ratio of the voltage difference, output voltage divided by the voltage. Like the open loop gain is equals to the ratio of the output voltage to the VD. Or you can say that the output voltage is equals to open loop gain multiplied by the voltage difference, which is the difference between the inverting and the non-inverting terminal. If we look at the characteristic of the device, the purpose of the circuit is to amplify the signal with an arbitrary large gain, like no matter how small the input signal. Open loop gain is large enough to an output signal of adequate size. We have seen previously that the output voltage is equals to the product of the open loop gain and the voltage difference. And we know that the open loop gain is the ratio of the output voltage divided by the voltage difference. But as we see that there is negligible zero difference between the input and the output, between the inverting and the non-inverting terminal, like we can say that the open loop gain is equals to infinite, because there is a negligibly small input voltage difference. So that is why we can say that the open loop gain is very high. The second characteristic is that the output signal should be applied to the load. This figure shows that the output impedance forms a voltage divider. Like that is the output impedance and it forms a voltage divider with the load. We can write using that formula that VL is equals to the ratio of the load resistor divided by the difference of the output minus load resistance multiplied by the output voltage. For the output signal to be applied to the load, the output impedance must be 0. Like this device has a very small output impedance. The third characteristic, it is important to assure that the amplifier does not load down the source. Like if you see that figure, so it shows that the input impedance, so that is Zn is the input impedance, forms a voltage divider with the output impedance of the source. So that Rs is the source impedance. So you can write using that formula that Vin is equals to Zn divided by Rs minus Zn multiplied by the V2. So that voltage, this one is known as a V2, which is equals to Vin, because we know that the input impedance is infinitely very large in an ideal condition. If the source voltage is applied to the input of op-amp and none lost across the source output impedance, then the op-amp input impedance must be arbitrarily large compared to the source impedance. So it means that no current will flow into the input of an ideal op-amp. The other characteristic is that it is necessary for an ideal op-amp to work equally well at all frequencies. For example, at 0 Hz or DC signal, you would want an input difference in potential of 0 volt to produce an output voltage of 0 volt. Any deviation from this is called offset, or you can write this: V in is equals to V1 minus V2 approximately equals to 0. An ideal AC amplifier would provide the same gain at all frequencies, no decrease in gain at low or high frequencies, since the difference between the high and low frequency cutoff is called the bandwidth. An ideal op-amp would have unlimited bandwidth. It has different type of packages. The first one is dual inline package. It is popular for commercial application. Why? It is easy to handle, fits standard mounting hardware, inexpensive when molded in plastic, used for high temperature and for high performance devices. The other one is mini dual inline package, which is low cost and space efficient. For flat surface, flat pack give a compact package. Flat packs are much more difficult to handle than deep. These type often does not dissipate power. Metal can package, which allow easy connection to heat sink, often chosen when heat dissipation is major. And the last one is surface mount technology, which is a cost saving mounting on surface, like there is no need to drill, using pick and place machines, so it means that reducing the labor cost. Smaller dimensions, so it means that lower material cost. I hope that you understand the basic introduction of operational amplifier with different characteristics, parameters and packages applications. We will continue have other videos for other information about the operational amplifier. So keep subscribe the channel.